everyone, my name's Christy. Welcome to my corner. Thanks for joining me today for Flossmas 22. This is actually my second time filming because I thought it was the 21st and I was looking for my 21st gift and it wasn't in there, and so I kind of spent time looking for this gift to show you. Didn't get it. So this is a daily video series until either the 25th or the 28th, depending on how I'm feeling on the 26th. Where I open up some tiny presents from the Forbidden Fiber Co. Advent Calendar, talk about my purchases, my plans, excuse me, my crafting, my stitching, all sorts of things. I am doing a couple of challenges. I'm doing 2 challenges that are based around my birthday, so I'll talk about those in a second. And today I have a finish. I have another fully finished to show you. So exciting. I have an update on my computer, not as exciting. An update on IKEA, not as exciting. But first, let's open up this tiny present from the Forbidden Fiber Co. Advent Calendar. So it is a Christmas Carol themed Advent Calendar. And on even days, which is today, you get a skein of floss and the pattern with that floss in it. So there's one kitted pattern throughout the entire month. And then on odd days, you get little gifties. And so my last little giftie, oh no, I have 2 gifties because there's a 23rd and a 25th. So I still have 3 more gifties. So that's fun. Yeah, so I'm going to open this with you and then not show you the pattern. I have my stitched, I've been stitching along. So I have my stitched version here. And it is, ooh, that's nice. It's like a wine color. It's called Ebenezer. That's really pretty. That's really pretty. So let us see where Ebenezer is in the pattern, and then I will kind of point it out to you. It is a little star, dark star. Oh, it's like the whole rest of the coat. Very nice. So the whole rest of the coat, and that's basically it. So I'll show you where it is. I always like have the same reaction whenever I show it to you. So here is where we are so far, minus a couple days, and I'll talk about why. So here. So this is a big old billowy coat. The outside of this coat is big and billowy with this. So that's going to look nice. Cool. So that's where we are with this. And I think I'm going to work on this tonight. I need a little sort of relaxing stitching, and this is something I don't have to think about. So that is happening tonight, which is very fun. And I also have not incorporated yesterday's 2 days ago's floss, the floss from the 20th, for various reasons. So first of all, I have been trying to finish, one of the challenges I set for myself this season is 4 for 44. So other people are doing other things. So Stitchy Sally is doing 6 starts for her 60th birthday. I'm turning 44 on the 28th of December. And I do not need 4 new starts. What I need are 4 fully finishes. So I'm doing the 4 fa la 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 la, finally fabulous, fully finished for 44 Fiesta Fete. That's where we that's where we are right now. My first one was my Biscornu. Let me get it. The first one was this Biscornu, and with all my little pins. And the rule is that it has to be a fully finished that I've never finished before. Like I have to have never done it before. So this is my first ever Biscornu. It's a little wobbly, which is fine. And my second fully finished, which is also a little wobbly. Yay! It is my second fully finished for 44, which is a lampshade that I made out of my Dragon and Harpy pattern. And I love it so much. It looks so good on the lamp. We tried it out before I stitched up the side. I guess it was this side. Before I hand stitched this side. And, it's wonky. It's weird. It's weird. But it looks so good. So it's a little bit, it's not quite stiff enough. There is no bracing on the inside. The only thing that's giving it its shape is basically this super stiff aida. So what I'm going to do is, but I'm calling it fully finished. I'm calling it fully finished. But what I want to do is on the inside, maybe put on some interfacing. Just a little bit of interfacing just to stiffen it up a little bit. That won't block the light too much. I don't want to block the light. But it looks so good, like on the lamp. So good. When it's fully finished. I'm not fully finishing it more. But when I finally install it, I will take a picture and post it on Instagram because it really does look really good. Really, really, really good. So that's my second fully finished. I don't know what I'm doing for my third fully finished yet. But I have, what day? It's the 22nd. So I have 6 days. I have about a week to fully finish 2 more things from my box of finished objects. And this is number 2. And fun fact, this is my first non-temperature cross stitch pattern that I designed. This is the first cross stitch piece I've ever finished. And I finished it during a live with Stitch and Jules. Stitch and Jules. So I was watching a live with Stitch and Jules in like March of 2021. And she stayed on a little extra time so I could finish it and get cheers from everybody. So that was really kind of her. So yeah, this is it. And I just used stuff I had. I happen to have this. This is just bias tape. And I think had I used a sturdier tape, like a twill tape or something, it would have stayed much better. This would have been way less lumpy. But because I think this stretched, it's so good. I love it so much. I will put a link down below to the rings that I got. I got them on Amazon. And this is for like the kind of lamp where you have a little like finial that you screw in on the top. So it sits on top. This is like a little side lamp. But you can buy them with the ones that fit, that the light bulb screws into. And you can also find these on Etsy, like whole kits on Etsy. But I'm so pleased with this. So pleased with how it turned out. Yeah, really happy. Really, really happy. And I will be, like I said, putting a little interfacing in to stiffen it up. But I'm calling that done, friends. So I won't show this to you again on Flossmas. I'm going to just put that interfacing in probably tomorrow and then take a picture and post it on Instagram so you can see it there. So good. Okay, so there's that. So that has taken up a good bit of time. I wanted to finish that, which is why I wasn't doing stitching. I also have been messing with my computer. Bad news about the computer. Not as catastrophic as I feared, but pretty catastrophic. So as many of you know who've been hanging out with me, about a month ago, my computer just shut off. Like I was in the middle of rendering a video. In fact, my last floss tube, and it just turned off and it never turned back on again. And I thought that my colleague was able to recover my files. He only got photo files off and they're corrupted. I can't open them. So he still has my hard drives and he's going to try again in the new year. My university's closed, so he's not working now. So we'll find out in the new year. I had been backing up every once in a while, but for some reason, the last backup that it shows was from 2016. I know I've backed up since 2016. So I don't know what happened with that. But in May of 2021, I didn't do a backup, but I randomly just like saved all my files. So I have all my files from before May of 2021, which means that I've lost 2.5 years of work. This is really upsetting for me. Less upsetting than thinking I had lost everything, but still very upsetting. On the plus side, I have PDFs of all the patterns that I sell. I can recreate them, just recharting them from the PDF. So that's a thing that I can do. I also have copies of charts on my phone. So like my Patreon patterns, almost all of them are on my phone. So that's good as PDF. So I can rechart those because I was hoping to release them this year. I was able to find all my login and like code things for my charting software. So I'm able to chart again. I also have all of my reference material for my medieval and early modern patterns. So like it could be much, much worse. So what this means for my designing is, number one, I don't know that I'll be updating the dragon chart to make it not just for leap year. I'm not sure about that. 2, my bestiary stitch along is going to be released late because there's no way that I can redesign it and stitch it in time for a release date anytime soon. So I'm aiming for like a late February to mid-March release date for that, maybe even April 1. Number 3, I have another stitch along that it's a monthly, very small stitch along. So it's like sort of a monthly small pattern. And that will be, that I can do. I can redesign that first one for January and stitch it by, I would say, Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. So that is going to be released. I'm aiming for a Boxing Day release of that stitch along. And I don't know if I want to give it away because it's a different concept for me, but also very similar to things I've done. So I'll save it. You'll see it on Boxing Day. I'll do a release on Boxing Day. So that's my plan for this weekend, is to chart that and stitch it. Yeah. So it's not as bad as it could be, but it's not good. And I'm really upset about it. I'm upset about it. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm trying to be sort of optimistic, but man, the last like 2 months have been really rough for me. Between getting COVID, my toothache, my computer dying, the end of this semester, not seeing my family for Christmas, and that was my choice. And I think it was the right choice because I'm tired and I've had a really rough 2 months and I'm tired, but there's a whole lot happening. So anyway, yeah, that's my update on my computer. Went to IKEA yesterday. So everyone who watched yesterday is like very excited about IKEA. Went to IKEA yesterday, was not as successful as it could have been. I did not get any billies, which are the bookshelves, for a couple of reasons. Number 1, I forgot how big they are, wouldn't have fit in my car. Number 2, they didn't have the color that I wanted. So just to backtrack, the way, and those of you who have been around for a while have heard this spiel before, but I'm having new people. So welcome to new people. So I'll just give you my spiel. I live in a town in Mississippi, and we have kind of a normal-ish corner lot. So it's a good sized corner lot, but it's not huge. And I'm in the middle of town, but it's almost all building. So I have my main house, which is on the corner. We have a little workshop, and then there's this tiny house, which is a little 2-bedroom, 1-bath rental house that is supposed to be rental, but I use it as my studio and we use it for storage. So this is the living room that I'm in right here. In fact, the front door is right here. I'm like, when the door opens, it like hits me. So no one comes in here when I'm filming. And the other the 2 bedrooms are storage. But we got rid of 3 mattresses, 2 box springs, and 4 TVs on Wednesday. And so I'm going to clear out this room behind me, which is right here, and turn that into my office. Because my husband's now working from home more. He needs a better office. So he's taking over my office in the house, in the main house, and I'm taking over this bedroom in the tiny house. But I want to make it nice. So I will show you what I got today. I got paint today. I got this paint color, which is showing up much brighter. It's not that sort of bright teal. In fact, the color it's showing up is the exact same color as my wall over here, but it's more sort of muted. Okay, it's like a dusty color. But I wanted this color, Billy bookcases, and they didn't have them. So we bought some bookcases, just 5 shelf bookcases from Amazon that are coming next week in that color. I bought this paint today. So this weekend I'm going to paint that room. I'm going to move stuff out of it, paint the room, and hopefully have a really nice office soon before I have to go back to work. The other thing I got, no Billy bookcases, but I did get a Yule goat. I wasn't planning on getting a Yule goat. The Vinterfint. Does anyone speak Swedish to know whether these are real words or if they just made them up? Because sometimes they just sound Vinterfint. I mean, that doesn't sound actually that bad. I mean, winter something. Is goat fint? Anyway, I got a goat. And it was supposed to be $24.99, but it was the showroom model, so I got it for $5. So tonight is Decorate for Christmas night. I'm going to put on A Christmas Carol, the Muppet version. And I'm going to decorate for Christmas, put up our tree, those kinds of things, just so I can feel a little festive for the weekend. And then we'll probably keep it up through the new year, and then we'll take it down. So we're not doing anything major in the decorating department, just the tree, the goat, and Rich also got a gnome, and we got things like towels and sheets and what else did we get? Watering can, a pillow, meatballs, frozen meatballs. Heck yeah. Yeah, those kinds of things. So, oh, the other thing I got is exciting. The other thing I want to work on, I got soft matte gel. This is a artist thing, matte gel for lesson 4 in my mixed media embroidery class that I had to stop working on because this stuff got lost in the mail and it took them forever to give me replacements. So I can work on this weekend too and practice my fourth lesson, which is acrylic gel coating. So there are 2 different things. There's a transfer. There's a transfer with gel media where you take a printed picture and put it on the back of the gel. And then there's also the putting it onto embroidery. Let's see if I can find another picture. No. Yeah, so these embroideries are covered in gel mixture to like preserve them. I don't know. And it adds a raised area to embroidery. So you can see right there, that's like the gel media. So anyway, that I have a matte now and a glossy, and that is another thing that I'm going to be working on in the next couple days. And then putting it together, and that'll be cool. So yeah, that's what I have for today. So me and my goat will bid you adieu. And it's in the afternoon now. I mean, it's like dark, although it gets dark at 4:30. But it's probably around 5 o'clock in the evening, and I'm going to try and get back to a morning schedule. It's just this morning I spent all morning trying to find shelves, and I was sad. So I didn't want to come on because of my computer. So I didn't want to come on without, I don't know. I just didn't want to come on sad. So the goat and I are going to say goodbye to you, and we'll see you in the morning. Thanks for watching. Please take good care of yourselves and have a good one. Bye.